Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna of Reinforce Me Club. Today, we are going to talk about self talk. The essence of this topic today is to help you and me be kind to ourselves, boost your confidence, and motivate yourself, which is effective and healthy as well as pro growth. This topic will also help you recognize the negative self talk and change it, as well as the different types of self talk and its purposes. So it will help you pick helpful ways of thinking and speaking to yourself. So I have mentioned self-talk yesterday about when I spoke about the topic self-awareness. And yeah, it does help me all the time. With all of my best to be a better person, to make good decisions, it helped me a lot. Emotionally, mentally, and intellectually, everything. I am my own best friend, so I talk to myself. If I've done something wrong or right, or even congratulate myself on some small stuff, small wins, which means a lot to me. Now, self talk is, in simple terms, the conversation with yourself inside your head. And it's the way you talk to yourself about how you feel, what are your thoughts, beliefs, and evaluations about the world around you, as well as your experiences. Self talk can either be positive or negative, and it greatly influences your emotions, your behaviors, and your entire overall mental well being. Now, let's dive into the importance of self talk. Number one reason why self talk is a heck of a deal for everybody is that it influences your emotion. Self talk significantly impacts your emotion. So when you talk to yourself, you tell yourself that you can do it, you really can do it. Nobody can do it, just you. And you are self motivating yourself, pushing yourself to do a thing and finish a thing that no one else can. You are the only one who can provide that kind of motivation by means of positive self talk. Positive self-talk can uplift your mood. It can increase your self-worth. While when you talk to yourself negatively, it can lead to sad feelings, anxiety, and inadequacy. Like, for example, you tell yourself that you are not enough. That is why you don't introduce yourself to to the people you admire. Even just saying hi, how's your day? How are you? Even just showing up, because in the first place you have already cut yourself up from the opportunity by just merely telling yourself that you are not enough, and that is also a limitation in your side, which technically isn't helpful. Another reason why self talk is important because it greatly impacts your behavior. When you talk positively to yourself, you are helping yourself to achieve your goals, overcome challenges, and adapt healthy habits, which is challenging in the first couple of days. But when you finally adapted the routines and the habits, healthy habits that you want to install in your life, in your head, it is completely just automatic. And self talk, positive self talk, will help you a lot adapting those healthy habits and quitting the bad habits at the same time. Self talk is everything. But but when you talk to yourself negatively, it can lead to even self sabotage or hinder opportunities and progress in your life. Lastly, self talk is important because it influences your cognitive functioning, your reasoning, your memory, and your thinking. It helps you shape or perceive or even interpret the entire situation, affecting your responses and your coping strategies. What I'm trying to say is how you talk to yourself influences your solutions to your problems and even your decision making. And of course, in the most part, yourself, your very own self regulation, how you discipline yourself, how you control yourself in a certain situation when it's already bad or when you are about to burst your anger. You are the only one who can stop yourself, and one way to do that is self talk. Stop. Stop. You need space. Find a space and deep breathe. So that's to me, all right? I don't know with everybody else, but yes, you can self-regulate through self-talk. Now there are four types of self-talk. Number 1, the most favorite of everybody, the positive self-talk. This type of self-talk is affirming, encouraging, and it focuses on your strength, capabilities, and possibilities. For example, you are the only one who can tell yourself, I can do this. I am resilient. I am worthy of love and success. When you tell yourself that, of this statement every single day, every time you wake up in the morning, that's a good day. That's even a gratitude to the nature that you appreciate your new life every time you wake up in the morning. Another type of self talk, which is the opposite of number 1, is the negative self talk. Negative self talk involves critical, pessimistic, that's negative, or defeating your inner dialogue. For example, you are constantly criticizing yourself, doubting yourself, catastrophizing the situation by means of overthinking. Let's take this for example. I am not good enough. I always mess things up. When it's not totally messed up yet, you can still do something about it. All right? Or you tell yourself that I am ugly, even though that you are certainly, absolutely the most beautiful thing ever on earth. Because we are all unique. You have your own beauty. You got to be proud of that. Another negative self talk. I can't do this. I can't concentrate because my crush is just right there looking at me. I can't concentrate in this discussion. And as a result of that, you got 0 on the test. So what if you turn that negative self-talk into positive? Like, I am good enough. I can focus on the lecture in spite of my crush just right there. I can still get a perfect score. I don't care. I'm going to get a perfect score and I'm going to have a happy days because my crush is right there. It's inspiring me. That's a positive self-talk. And that's also a game you can play with yourself, though. So enjoy it. Or another negative self-talk. I don't like this. Which means, well, that could be a double-edged sword, but sometimes there are things that you need to dig in deeper. You need to explore more so that you can appreciate its real essence. It's just that sometimes it also happens to me that we have already hinder or stop the opportunity of knowing the the person or the event or the situation. You just stop yourself right there, so you limit yourself. But when you have negative self-talk, you also have positive self-talk. You just play around it and learn from it every time. Nobody's perfect. So the third type of self-talk is instructional self-talk, which is my favorite, and it's kind of helping and funny sometimes. So this type of self-talk involves providing yourself with guidance or direction, especially in challenging situation. So for example, you are taking an exam, which is in which you have to pick which is which, A, B, C, or D, which is the right answer. And then you don't know the right answer. So you just tell yourself, look, majority of the answers are C. So suddenly you have decided to just encircle letter C and you don't really know why. Because that's what yourself told you to do so. I know that's funny, and I know a couple of people can relate to this. Another example is when you are making a lecture. Now you have to write down the topic and then the outline every headings of the lectures, and then you tell yourself, no, that's the wrong heading though. So this is the right word for that, and you have to get to this. You have to make this your first slide. So that is exactly the dialogue inside your head, and you are not the psych patient. That is completely normal. You can even argue with yourself while you're making direction, which is right or wrong. And that experience will be recorded automatically to your unconscious mind. So that the next time around, when you encounter the same situation, yourself will just tell you, we have done this before. We're better now. We're better this time. And that's such a fun, though. And I love it. Another example is when your boss is giving out to you in the office, and then you saw your crush there outside the door passing by, and you got distracted while your boss is giving out, and then you tell yourself, look at your boss. Your crush is not your boss. Look at your boss. Listen to your boss right now, or else you're gonna be out of job. And you tell yourself that, look at your boss, one step at a time. Listen. So it means that while your boss is giving out to you, you are giving out to yourself to stay focused and listen to your boss. All right. I know it's such a fun experiences, but I love instructional self-talk. You can argue with yourself as much as you can. Just make it healthy as much as possible. The last type of self talk is rumination. So, this involves repetitive, unproductive thinking about your problems, failures, and distressing events from the past, which means that you are stuck in a cycle of negative thoughts all the way from your past experiences. So, this type of self talk prolongs your negative emotions, and it even exaggerates stress. For example, you keep thinking or dwelling in your on your past mistakes, or you keep worrying about the future excessively, even though you haven't done anything. You're not even preparing for the future. You just worry. In this type of self-talk, you keep telling yourself that I can't do it. I don't want to be in trouble. It already happened to me. It happened to my mom. Or when you have a broken marriage, or somebody broke your heart, you keep telling yourself that you cannot find the right love for you, the right person for you. You keep telling yourself, no, that I've given up on love. I know it's dramatic, yeah, but it happens, especially if it's really if it's really hurting the person, heartbroken. But it doesn't mean though that you have no chance to change the cycle. You will always have a chance to change anything in your life as long as you're alive and you have time. Now, what's the difference between thinking and self talk? Now, let's bring about self talk first. Self talk is an inner dialogue, verbal or auditory, inside our head. It could be soft, quiet, or loud conversation with ourselves inside our head. That is our interpretation about our thoughts, beliefs, and evaluation about our own self and our experiences in this world around us. While thinking or your thoughts, this is actually your reasoning, your memory, your imagination, which doesn't involve, not necessarily involves verbalization or self directed dialogue. For example, you find an attractive dress right there while you're doing your shopping because your party is coming next week. You find a purple lovely dress right there, and then you tell yourself, that is self talk, oh, that looks lovely. This could make me feel sexy and attractive too. Now let me try. But first of all, let me check the price. How much is it? So that is your inner dialogue. That is self talk. While this so called thinking or thoughts, okay, let's take the same example again. You found a lovely, attractive dress right there. And you just look at it. Oh, it's purple. Without Just a thought that it's purple, and it's a nice gown. Just a mere thought, and just grab it without talking. It's just automatic that you feel like you like it. You grab it to the fitting corner. So that's your thoughts. Your thoughts are conscious or unconscious, rational or irrational, and may stem from various cognitive and emotional processes. So it's just at the back of your mind without verbalization. And the role of self-talk is your interpretation, how you interpret those thoughts inside your head from your past experiences, from the dress that you found attractive in the corner. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to buy it or not? You ask yourself all those questions. So I hope you feel me. So this is Anne once again of Reinforce Me Club. I hope you get something out of this today. Happy Sunday. And if you like this video, this content, please subscribe, hit the notification, and share it to your friends and loved ones. You can also find my resources in my YouTube channel, Reinforce Me. So have a lovely day ahead. Thank you very much.